Take a deep breath with me, everyone. Okay, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you that find this video or this live stream, it's meant for you. Welcome. We are still in the heavy energies of Lionsgate Porta. Yesterday was very intense, and I want to speak about this especially for those of you that are returning to my life and know the drift. Hello, Brano, welcome. How are you? I'm okay. Got lots of interesting things to say. And I want to know, Brano, you as well, because you're first here, and everyone that will come and that will join us. If you want to send me in the chat, how did you feel and what you've experienced actually, especially yesterday in this Lionsgate energy, because I really want to talk about it. I had a very, how to say, very interesting Lionsgate yesterday, and I saw 2222. Okay, and I want to speak about it as a collective wisdom and maybe even guidance for all of us that may have experienced similar energies. And what does the Lionsgate wisdom say, and what's I want to all share with you my impressions about yesterday's Lionsgate, as well as I would like you to join me in this chat and this conversation and tell me how you experienced this Lionsgate portal, because it's actually very interesting and very, very intense period, okay? Especially today and this Lionsgate in 2026 as numerological number 1 year, which is really stepping into our authenticity, as we spoke about it already, but as well as what is the major lessons for us, okay? What is the major challenge for us? So let me read first what you guys say. Hello Aqua, welcome. I'm very good. How are you feeling, Brannon? It's up to you. You can call me GT, you can call me Georgia, you can call me Georgia Teresa. Whatever you find comfortable for you. I'm okay with all three. You're doing very good, very nice. You feel empowered, good. To go with your intuition, get your intentions to heal, help others well. That's good that you are following your passion and you're following your heart's calling. That's great, Brano. Exactly. It's all about what we expect from it. If that what we if we do it by passion without insistence of any outcome, that's the way it goes. You know, because as especially this Lionsgate is going to challenge if there are any expectations based on fear or based on any kind of I'm not talking about you, Brano. It just led me to this collective message, which connects to a lot of things I want to talk about actually. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you. Hello, Lord Jai. Welcome. So, everybody, thank you so much for sharing. I'm going to talk about this collective landscape and what it truly is the focus for us here, okay? The focus of this landscape for all of us, perhaps, or some of us, maybe some of us may have a different, or some of you may have a different 5555, may have a different experiences. You can share in the chat. But it's mostly about discernment and sovereignty. Those two may be challenged or also highlighted in this period of time, yeah, in this landscape. So this is not only the one day. Obviously, I see 111. There is the portal opened 8th of August, but it continues as well. Okay, so this period of time is actually very intense, especially for spiritual seekers of our own purpose. Connected more to our authenticity, sovereignty, and claiming that sovereignty honestly in external. And the fears and insecurities may be challenged during that period more than perhaps previous times because of the inner healing and higher discernment of where is it leading us, instead of bringing us down, instead of uh, making us feeling even smaller. But it's more about the discernment, uh, why those feelings appear, why are they here, okay? And hello, Ana Lucia. I have actually received your message in one of the last live stream, and I even replied to, but you didn't seem to be there anymore. I don't know if you left or if something, but I actually did explain you about the health conditions and how it works. So um, feel free to go back to the live stream as well. But out of integrity, we at least the integrity based oracles and psychics and people like myself, spiritual guidance people, we cannot really predict, okay, health. It's all connected to many factors, okay? And I actually gave you a lot of nice recommendation in that live stream. So if you would go back to it, perhaps even re-watch that live stream. What I recommend you is to watch Louise Hay. She went through a similar situation that you described with your beloved son, and she can help you and him to perhaps get inspired how to create the perfect conditions so that your body could heal. Yeah, Louise Hay. She went through the stage 4 cancer and she's fully healed, and she is giving all the steps. That's all I can navigate you to. I'm not a certified health, and unfortunately, because this matrix operates on um, in just yeah, rules or whatever we should call it, unfortunately our voices are silenced. Okay, I just hear Mary Magdalene, so I think Mary Magdalene spirit has come to us to make people remember how an injustice in how the injustice portrayed her when she tried to heal others. So yeah, unfortunately, dear Ana Lucia cannot predict the health, but there's a lot of health inspirational tips in one of my past lives live stream where you went. asking me the same question. Okay, thank you so much. You showed it to your girlfriend, Brano? She better understood the doggies more than a bully to her. Oh, that's a great one. I'm happy to hear that, Brano, that your girlfriend got the message. That's brilliant. I'm really happy. So hopefully your doggy is gonna be a good teammate now with them, with your girlfriend. So guys, I want to actually wait until more people appear here, so we don't have to repeat it, even though you can replay it later on. But today we're going to be talking about actual lessons that I've got channeled through yesterday night after I came back from my gig. Okay, I had a gig on exactly 8 Lionsgate portal. Now I can speak about it because it already happened. Okay, I normally don't announce my gig up front beforehand because unfortunately there's a lot of dark entities, people connected to the dark shadows that enjoy sabotaging and boycotting energetically certain light beings, light workers. So out of my own experience, I no longer do announce my gigs up front out of safety and protection of my own craft and on my own energy. So now I can say it because it already happened. Oh, oh, that's nice, Brano. Crying is very healing. And if that is what my video did to you and your girlfriend, then I'm really pleased and grateful that this really happened to you. Really beautiful. And thank you for coming back and telling me that, okay? Because I love hearing that it does help you guys. That's the only purpose I do it for. Like it's really to help others with what I've learned. It's like sometimes we are teachers, sometimes we are guides, sometimes we are students, sometimes we are the healers, sometimes we are the healed ones. 1313. So it's beautiful co-creation of all of us as a community, don't you think, guys? So what time is with you, Brano? And you're from Netherlands, right? What time is with you? Oh, must be the same time as here. Okay, am I right? It must be, if you're in Netherlands, it must be 1 p.m., right? Okay, so I believe that this hour is not really great for across the ocean people. So I believe that it's going to more resonate with Europe, which is great. I deliberately come different times because I want to approach all people of all time zones, not only particular time zones or particular peak times that YouTube chooses or that YouTube recommends. I actually want to. Yeah. Oh, sorry. You're from Belgium, but it's the same. Yes, it's the same time zone. Oh, that's great. So it's afternoon there. Fair enough. Okay, so very interesting, everybody, because what I've noticed yesterday, I was looking at the entire day, and I'm going to talk about my day yesterday, not because of um, the casualties. Hey guys, I had a gig, and let's talk about it. No, but it was incredible sequences of events and situations guided and led by Lionsgate, like a book scenario. So I'm not going to be talking about concrete situations, but I'm going to be talking about the lessons, the tests, and the valuable wisdom that came to me from eagle view, as we were showing the eagle, I'm going to be pulling cards as well for as a confirmation, and we're going to be talking about this as a collective energy before we can do some personal readings as well, and continue. Your night nurse. Okay. Wow. So interesting that you're awake right now. Okay. So nighttime. Can imagine. So that's great. So let's go for it, Brano. Maybe you can uh, resonate with something that I'm going to be talking about. And you can also share with us, Brano, how you experienced yesterday. If you haven't even. Yeah, you said that you're empowered. Okay. Your intuition. Okay, but what kind of challenges, and it's not only for you, but it's for everyone that is watching. What kind of challenges within you discovered? What kind of tests within you discovered for these past few days? Not only yesterday as a open channel, but what you have actually discovered about yourselves, if you really honestly to yourself, because there's always teachings with the Lion's Gates. There's always some inner teachings of us. So how did you experience energy of discernment, guys, during this Lion's Gate or experience? Let's speak about the present moment. And how do you experience the lesson of your sovereignty? Okay, these two are the major. Also, because it's a Lion's Gate, yeah, it's lions, the Leo energy, and also energy of the lion as the archetype of lion's energy. Okay, which is the courage, visibility, heart. Okay, claiming your powers in from others, um, creativity, self-expression, stepping into your own power. Okay, so these are very important factors of this Lion's Gate, and there where we still feel perhaps fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of self-esteem, or anything that is blocking a full empowerment, that may be challenged for our highest good. Okay, also it's a very powerful manifestation period, so it manifests much quickly our fears, our joys, our dreams, our wishes, and our doubts. So it truly does actually manifest any strongest emotions, feelings, and thoughts, especially when they are still hidden in our subconscious. Hello, Heidi, welcome. So this Lionsgate's portal is, as I said, much more important than the previous years, because this is also connected to numerological number 1, which is the individuality and claiming your sovereignty, individuality, and authenticity as your own light. Because we are in the year 2026, which goes down to number 1. Okay, so what I've observed last night during that 8-8 Lions Gate. Okay, Ana Lucia, if you would like to go back and replay the previous few minutes, I've replied to you there. Okay, don't worry about your battery. Just go back at the beginning of from and watch it from the beginning, okay? I'm replying you there. Mm-hmm. Good, Brano. And what you learned about your own self? Or what did you experience and observe about your own self? Where are you um, perhaps finding your challenges or your higher ego view about your own like your own discernment, you know? That's nice to speak, though we still have to just say loud. But if that person is not ready to listen, we always have to have a discernment in when our truth is truly for the ears that are presented. Sometimes it is in contrast, and if those listening ears are challenging something within us when we speak our truth, it sometimes may show us something about ourselves as well, and it shows us as well with that contrast, okay, that not all the truth is for everyone. Some people have a different paths and different dimensions and different frequency waves, and our truth may not necessarily be their truth, even though we experience it as a truth. The and this is what I'm channeling. Actually, I'm getting it from example. I've been receiving the example of a Bible, let's say, okay. Everybody thought that the Bible is the only and ultimate truth of everyone. Authorities were forcing it. Authorities were forcing it to global masses, and they were quoting from it as it was some kind of written truth and nothing but truth and all that is. And even in some states or countries, like let's say United States, we could see in jury, they even use Bible as a reference when the witness is going to speak in front of the court. But now it shows, and the truth is coming to light, that the Bible is not necessarily based on truth, that it has been modified. Yeah, it has been written with agenda, and all this truth is coming to light. Many pages were deliberately hidden or taken away, taken off, and suddenly that book is losing the credibility. So all that is coming to light this year, this period of time of especially the time of Aquarius. Good, Brano. That's nice. That's good. Okay, so we all have our individual lessons in our individual observations and our individual experiences with this. So this is really magical period. So basically, what the Lionsgate is teaching us here, especially, is to leave behind the fears, yeah, that told us to live small, that told us to be silent, that told us to diminish ourselves in front of others, okay, or in front of the environments that are trying to make us fit into their boxes, uh, to stop allowing ourselves, to diminish and to be smaller than we truly are, to shine our light, to shine what's within us, to be shared with others. Okay? And stop diminishing ourselves to fit in places where we don't belong, where we outgrown naturally already. Okay? Trust what is calling um, our soul forward. Yeah? It's calling us more forward rather than staying behind, even though our light is already um, shining. Okay? And also to choose to meet that place within us with courage. Okay? And there could be challenges if our fears get in the way, not to uh, make us feel even worse, but to actually anchor it within us. Okay? I know what my value is, and I know what I'm here to present. And if what I present, if I present my true authentic light, doesn't land well with the environment I'm presenting it to, is not that I am small or that I am not good enough, but it's because I am in the wrong frequency of environment that is not able to see or experience my light. So it's about true sovereignty and knowing our value, knowing who we are and what we came here to create, and how we approach it. If we approach it with false authority, if we approach it with arrogance, if we approach it with a sense of superiority, I am better than others, this is going to be challenged. Be careful. If we approach it with ego, okay, meaning the negative ego or even the superior ego, I'm bigger than everybody else and I am this the wisest kind of, but the humility is gone, it's all going to be challenged, right? So this is the shadow of the Leo, okay, the Leo energy. Okay, do you have a discernment? Yeah, Leo energy is teaching us, do you have the discernment when you are, let's say, if we take the example of teaching, if you are teaching others, yeah, from the place of humility or humbleness and authenticity, or whether it already crossed the level of into superiority, ego, I'm bigger than others, therefore they need me to tell them the truth because they're not capable to know it themselves. But forgetting that each of them are individual sovereign beings and they have choices or elsewhere, and they have their own path, and they can only take what is relevant for their journeys. Because sometimes our truth is not global. Sometimes the truth may be for one or two people that are aligned with the same frequency. Okay? But it's not for all. We need to always have that discernment. We need to always have that humility within us that I have something to teach, but I don't have insistence in how many people I will teach that, how many people will accept it, and definitely not going to force my truth to others. And if they don't accept that truth, I will think of them as something less than myself. That's ego. That's negative ego, and that is gonna be challenged. So this Lionsgate is teaching us the discernment, and especially can we balance our self, our healthy ego, and not letting it cross into unhealthy ego. Okay, superiority, um, and those that I said already, that I mentioned already. So we need to have the discernment, and it's also a very important part of this Lionsgate portal. to enter with humility and higher wisdom, to share it with others, but not crossing the line to feel superior to others because I know something they may not. To always understand that everybody that we meet is also somewhat teacher to us. Yeah? In other ways, even the contrast people. So we always have to have the discernment. So also very interesting, and I'm gonna use actually a few examples from my yesterday's gig. Basically, sometimes we, and this is the very Lionsgate actually, we end up in environments where we immediately feel we don't belong. And then the Lionsgate is teaching us, do we have that discernment where we, even though we are placed in an environment where it's absolutely different from who we are and what we present, okay, first of all, asking ourselves, why are we placed there? What is the high learning to this? Okay, and then observe, how do we handle it? Yeah, are we handling it from our lower self energies or from a higher self energies? Okay, meaning from the state of a place of fears, doubts, okay, lack of confidence, and are we consumed by that environment externally, or do we still remain in our own sovereignty, being aware of our value, being aware of who we are here to do, and how are we going to handle this situation? So not trying to adapt in environments that don't meet us energetically, where in halfway where we are, okay, and recognize it instead of letting them drag you down to that boxing situation that they will try to put us in box. Okay, so this is very interesting time for self realizations of our own values, and also, as Brano said, to full alignment of our true self. When I see 3333, full alignment with our true purpose within us, with our truth within us, okay, and to present it with most authenticity, as well as to be able to defend it, not literally but energetically defend it within us in wrong environments that we are placed in, because we know we're not going to be always placed in aligned environments to our light. Sometimes we will be placed into aligned environment with our shadows, if because our lower self doesn't know yet what else is there to learn for us. Our ego happens to say sometimes, oh, I don't have anything else to learn. That's ego. Everybody has something to learn every minute, every day. Okay, so this is a very humbling time as well for those that still are not fully aligned with the divine purpose and with ourselves, even with our shadows, to recognize our shadows in every environment. Because if we deny those shadows and we fooling ourselves that, oh, there's no shadow to heal, there's no shadow for me to learn anything. Universe will show you with the environment that places you there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're correct. You're right. So, not adapting to environments that energetically do not, okay, meet you in the halfway. They always have to meet you in the halfway. If not, not allowing them to put you down or make you feel small. That's literally the Lionsgate sovereignty test. Okay. Uh, okay. I tell you an example for me. I was hired as a singer yesterday in the birthday party. Okay, and that birthday party organizer didn't fully explain whether he's hiring me as a background singer for socializing event in the birthday party where everybody talks and socializes and eats and does all this stuff, and I'm just a background singer, or whether he's hiring me as an actual stage performer. Yep, for the event, like a featured performer with a certain hour, proper announcement of the concert, and full attention of the audience. So he didn't clarify that. So I arrived and in situation where people not necessarily know how the event goes, and they leave it up to the environment, whatever comes, because sometimes some parties don't know who's coming. Then it usually flows, and the evening happens to be either background music at the start and then ends up with a proper concert. Hello, spirituality. Spiritual Unity, welcome. I forgot your name if you were saying it to me next time. I think it was Kate, wasn't it? I'm not sure. Hello and welcome. Your girlfriend also sings in open mics? Very nice. Yeah, open mics are always for free. I used to do that in Ireland. Very nice. That's beautiful. So it wasn't clarified. So I had to observe the situation myself. So obviously at the beginning, me as always, I read the energies first. So I've seen that these people weren't even prepared for a singer. They weren't even interested to be on any concert, and you could see that these were families that haven't seen each other for long. It was like a two big families together. Okay, Kate, yeah. So I'm great that I remember. I'm grateful that I remember the right name. So as an example, for me, I had to stay in my sovereignty and had a discernment not to fall into their energetic trap, really. Okay, because we came and we arrived, both groups, myself and the audience, we arrived with absolutely unclear back foundation. Okay, and I wasn't announced properly, I wasn't introduced as a singer, I wasn't introduced at all, and I was just thrown in that sea. Okay, having to handle it on my own without instructions or without the audience to be even prepared for some entertainment. So for me it was a challenge because usually when I perform, this is clear. Usually they hire me as a gift, as a performance, as a gift, and it ends up being a performance. Yeah, featured performance. So for me, that Lionsgate yesterday, and that I was guided to say it here for you guys because hello Drake, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. So for me, it was the test whether I can defend still my truth within me. Okay, I came there as a featured performer, but I've realized I wasn't. The audience wasn't introduced by organizer or even aware about performing artists coming. So in such environments, that comes usually chaotic situations. Okay, there are people of different backgrounds, there are people of different frequencies, and there it's like placing a jazz singer into a party of IT people who came to debate about softwares. It's not that the jazz singer would be not good enough. It's just the jazz singer was placed in a wrong environment. Yeah? Two different dimensions clashing. So, what the Lionsgate was teaching there? It was teaching to remain in your own light, even though you've been placed in a wrong environment. Okay? Even though your light hasn't been seen. Not to take it personally first, not to lose the sense of your value, be fully in your courage and visibility and self-expression, being fully in your personal power, and still maintain your sovereignty and still being aware of your value, especially when references already exist that in past obviously showed that your value is there, is relevant, and not external experiences don't have to. You first have to know your value, and that's what the Lionsgate really highlights here. You need to always first recognize your own value, but then not to lose it in environments that cannot reach the recognition of your value. Still maintain it and still being, still being exactly. We need to realize that we live in multi-dimensional existence, and not every dimension that is presented to us is meant to align with yours, and that's what the Lionsgate shows. Yeah. So value your worth enough to stop measuring it by the response of environments that are not aligned with your authentic expressions. I made notes last night because it was coming, it was downloading. So I was looking forward to share it with you guys. 444 there. And now 4411. So value your worth enough to stop measuring it by the response of environments that are not aligned with who you truly are. To have the discernment to recognize it. Very important. Tell me guys in your chats if you experience that in your own. Okay, has your value been questioned in environments? I see 4444. In environments that you've been make you feel small, or have you still held that inner truth within you and recognized that it's the two dimensions clashing rather than falling into their perception of you not being good enough, or not recognizing your light, your wisdom, your skills, yeah, your talents, whatever you are. So, okay, what is the shadow teaching? The shadows, the challenge of a lion's gate of your shadows. Yeah. So, as we spoke about, are you you may be placed in between, okay, your light and your shadows, mm, just to recognize where you stand within yourself, being authentically and truthful to yourself. You maybe put in between the, yeah, two, like contrast and the alignment, and then to be able to have the discernment again, and to recognize what energy is still strong within us. Okay, is it the shadow energy where am I still trying to make myself fit into spaces that cannot receive what I bring? Or I know my value, I know what I can do, and I don't need to fit in any place or any space where I'm not welcomed in my full light. Okay? So to have that very strong self understanding and self recognition. Yeah, to honor that. That's a perfect word, to honor that. Yeah, work in progress. We all are work in progress. That's why I want to talk about it, so that we are all aware of it and we feel we are not alone in this journey, because we all are going through it. Even me. Even yesterday, that was a lot for me. I came home exhausted, not from the actual performance, more like from that clash of energies that were almost consuming me, but I didn't allow it to consume me fully, because I was always trying to observe what's happening to me in that particular moment. And I was faced by many challenges. Okay? Arrogance, sarcasm, chaos, praise. Yeah, there were people that were praising and they were saying like, I never even uh, how to translate it? I could never even understand. Uh, no, that's not a great. There were different language, so I need to try to translate it. How did he say it? Uh, yeah, realize. I I never even realized how good you are until I heard you live. Yeah, he must have seen me in videos or whatever. I don't know. So I had both. I had a praise and real recognition of my presence and light and performance and abilities, but also the clashes, the contrast. People, as I said, the example, when you, yeah, when you place a, let's say, jazz singer into IT circle where they were planning to have a meeting debate about softwares, you know. So I had both contrasts, and to still stay in your light and not allowing anybody to enter it in a wrong way that doesn't honor who you are. Yeah, so that's the Lionsgate energy. Very intense, guys. And don't give up on yourselves. Don't let anybody to diminish you, because they are not capable to recognize that light in you. Okay? Another challenge, can we remain connected to our own worth when the room or environment doesn't reflect it back to us. Yeah? You present something and it lands on deaf ears. It lands on sleeping vampire energy, sleeping dolls energy. It doesn't land at all. Can you still maintain your sovereignty without being crushed? That's a great challenge, especially for us sensitive people. And I've learned from experiences in past, all of us, especially I believe in all fields, but in entertainment industry, it's especially much more demanding because people come already with judgments, some rigid cultures, yeah? Like this culture is very rigid and judgmental, okay? They immediately come to an artist with judging eyes and criticizing eyes and picking up the negatives and picking up, they cannot really see a full picture. Not all, but general view. So some audiences don't make it easy for artists, and they expect that artist is a magician. Yeah, the artist will automatically make a spell and everybody will be high vibe. Yeah, that doesn't work that way. So do you have a discernment when to realize that you've already been dragged some energetic field that doesn't belong to your field, and two different dimensions clash, other than you allow yourself to believe what they think about you, how they perceive you? Very important on the Lionsgate energy. Also, recognizing your values and not allowing yourselves anymore to place yourselves in places and environments that don't appreciate you. They don't appreciate what you present. Yeah? Where you don't actually energetically belong, where you don't belong or don't match with energies, really, okay? So this is challenge these days. You may perhaps even resonate with that in your environments. That's why I'm saying those things, because many of us may experience a lot of challenges like that. So what's the actual wisdom that comes from it? Okay, as we say, value your worth. That's the first. To stop measuring yourself with those responses, or by those responses of those that are absolutely different dimension. Also, know the difference between let's say, if you're a performer, let's say example, to performing your power, yeah, and forcing that power on others, that is making you even more exhausted, because they don't match that energy. Okay, you don't need to chase the audience, okay, or the listeners, whatever you have to present, whether you want to present your truth. You don't have to chase those listeners, because the right listeners, right audience will automatically meet you halfway. Okay, so Lionsgate is teaching us the discernment. Okay, this environment is not for me. It's not that I will be not enough, but it's literally energetically absolute clash, and this environment is for me. So next time I'm gonna choose this kind of environments, because I honor my value, I honor my worth, and I honor my gifts, and I honor who I am. So that's Lionsgate energy of Leo to teach us. Because if we want to go to the portal of Lionsgate, we are taught to truly have that self-recognition first, self-recognition of self established, okay? To not allow anybody to diminish it anymore. Or is that environment ready to receive me in my full potential? If not, I'm not gonna be in that environment, because obviously then there will be clash, okay? They may start challenging from their level of perceptions. Also, you have to be very aware of what you are offering and what you've been asked to offer. So always make the boundaries with whoever you're dealing with. Yeah, because I'm reading my notes. Because you don't need validations. You are your own validation. You validate yourself. Nobody else is relevant for you to know who you are. Okay, that's the Lion's Gate as well, very deep wisdom. So you don't need any room or any environment to actually recognize your light, you know? That external validation. I'm gonna sneeze, that's a confirmation. Yeah. That's always confirmation. So you rather choose environments and rooms, and those shadow experiences help you to find discernment so that the next time you don't. Thank you. And twice, yeah, that's usually very confirmation. Um, choose the rooms and place of people and environments where your light is received in the same level, the alignment of it, okay, where it is actually received the way you present it. So that's how we learn to select. To select environments is nothing wrong. You know, we don't have to take everything that's presented to us. So to have discernment what is good for us and what is not. To cherish and honor our value, our abilities, our being, our light. Yeah, like don't give our crown to everyone in audience, but to present it with respectful distance from where they could possibly, where you could possibly allow them to cross your boundaries. Okay. Okay. Next note that I've downloaded down is, where does the version of you, okay, of or us, this is collective. So to ask yourself, where does the version of me that I'm becoming have room to breathe in other environments? We send in love and prayers, Ima, IMA. Whatever's going on in your life, remember, you are not alone. You're always guided by your spirit guides, and we're saying love and prayers to you. We send in healing energy as well. So let's cleanse the energy and send the prayers to all of you. I'm sending prayers and love, light, and energy of strength and courage to all of you in this Lion's Gate, because we all are here for one another, and if you've been guided to this video, perhaps that's something that could help us to take the next step of our courage. Okay? Don't let that and misaligned environment to make you question your own worth. That's repeating wisdom. Okay? Don't let any misaligned environments and people to question your own worth. As soon as you end up in front of somebody that makes you question it, you automatically are in a wrong environment. People that are not aligned with your true authenticity. And that's very important discernment to know whether there is a space in your life for people like that or environment like that. Okay? If they are challenging those important principles and values within you, when you know already who you are in your purest authenticity. So to always defend that, but not in a negative sense. Defend that within us and always honor it and not allowing anybody to question it within us. It's very important for this Lion's Gate. So what kind of environment allows your light to shine? And then go there. Then allow those environments to receive you. It's teaching us also discernment where we allow to place our brilliance, our light, our authentic selves, whatever you are good at, your skills, your wisdom, your knowledge, okay, your talents. Also, it can challenge our shadows. And we spoke about a few examples. Now we're going to spoke about another few. Ask yourself, will I allow myself to become small? Yeah? Will you let wrong environment to question your work, therefore your value or worth of it? And making you feel unseen. Okay? Will you let your fears overpower your true sense of value of self? What happens inside you when the outside world doesn't validate you? What's happening inside? It's about learning to trust your own value. So let's have an affirmation. You can repeat with me. This is affirmation for all of you that I resonate with this, what we are speaking of, and that basically would like to affirm it within. Okay, so I am willing to be seen without abandoning myself. I am willing to be seen without abandoning myself. Okay, very beautiful. That seals all that value within us and not allowing anybody to cross the boundaries or to make us question our own. Okay, not abandoning ourselves by believing what the external environment that is not ready to receive our authentic self projecting on you. It doesn't say anything about who you truly are. It's just their projections from their level of perceptions or their inability to recognize the true light within you. But you still have to stay true to yourself, not allowing them to drag you into their perceptions about you. What Lionsgate teaching us about it? It's showing us to not to see ourselves small or insignificant, but to show us where we still allow other people's energy, reactions, judgments, critics, or lack of recognition to make us feel that way. Okay? To allow them to bring you to that level of wrong perception or projections. Don't allow it. It's not you. It's their wrong perceptions and projections of you from their level. They don't need to be less intelligent, but they are just in different dimension. How can software engineer, let's say, that came to particular party to discuss developments of software, how can they fully appreciate, let's say, that jazz singer as I used as an example, when they've never, let's say, appreciated music whatsoever? You know, we need to recognize that, okay, this is not me not being good enough, but this is the wrong environment I'm present in my light to. It's like two different languages, okay, trying to communicate. So you need to have that discernment. So let's have the last words of our affirmations, where we can seal that quality within us, okay, that sense of our authentic honor of our values and our worth, with the courage and to be visible only for those that are ready for our light to be seen, and nothing less than. So you can repeat with me, or you can listen to it and feel it with me, okay? I do not become smaller because a room or environment cannot or is not able to receive me. First affirmation. Second, I do not abandon my voice, my being, my spirit, because others are silenced. Or silent. Sorry. So again, I do not abandon my voice within, that wants to speak up, whatever it is, in whatever form. Or I'm not gonna abandon my inner truth because others are silent. Next one, I do not surrender my authority or sense of value because others underestimate me. I protect my space, I trust my gifts, and I arrive always as myself. I'm not gonna allow wrong environments to make me pretend or wear mask and to abandon my true authenticity to please others that perceive me wrongly, who I'm not. I choose environments where my truth can breathe freely, where my voice can rise and my presence can be received in right light. I'm not here to convince the wrong environment of my worth, or any room that I enter, wherever you go. I am here to find the room or environment of people, a group of people that truly recognize who I am and what I came to give, and not accept any less. Not allowing myself to stay in forced energy to fit in boxes that I long outgrown or that I don't belong at all. And especially, don't doubt yourself if you don't fit into those boxes, because those boxes were never meant for you. As the boxes, the wrong environment people, perceived you, okay, and tried to force you into, okay, were never made for you. So don't feel lack of confidence or doubts about yourself because those people don't recognize your difference, your uniqueness. Therefore, they project things from their own mindsets and perceptions because they cannot put you in those boxes. Okay? So that's the notes and the downloads that I wrote yesterday before sleep. And I really wanted to talk about it because we must more and more remind ourselves that we are not here to be modified by other people's perceptions of us and to follow those modifications, but we are here to find our authentic light, because we are authentic pieces of puzzle, and we came here to uniquely and individually present our authentic light, our authentic talents, our authentic skills, our authentic wisdom, and our authentic truth to those that are aligned with us. Because whatever unique self, inner being you are, whatever inner truth that your soul and your authenticity presents, there's already somebody existing exactly to receive it. You don't have to chase people to receive your truth. You don't have to chase or seek people. They will be naturally aligned to you and your uniqueness. And when you clash with somebody, it's not your audience. It's not your people. It's not your tribe. So to have discernment when it's time to leave those environments with your head high up and not losing yourself in the process. So I hope it helps for everyone to give us a courage in this Lion's Gate portal and to realize who we truly are, even to the presence of shadows presenting to us in challenging situations, to always choose yourself over any other projections on any other perceptions, any other ideas of you. You know yourself best. You don't need external validations. You don't need external perceptions. And if you are presented by some challenge, by some contrast, know that it's always for your inner recognition of that within you that you mirror. And it's only here to highlight it within you so that you can come into higher learning of it, release that, and leave only with the wisdom that you've learned from for your growth and for more establishing of your uniqueness, your authenticity. Because at the end of the day, if you're not in your 100% full authentic self and uniqueness, and if you're still in environments that force you to diminish your light, diminish your uniqueness, diminish your authenticity, or to silence it, or any way, shape, or form, to modify it, any way, shape, or form, to hide it or cover it, remember, you are not in the right environment. And universe is highlighting this contrast because it's for you. It's time for you to choose you, your authenticity, over anything else. Over anything else. And leave those environments that clash with your authenticity. That's the only way of a right path. The light of our authenticity, the light of our true uniqueness that presents when nobody's looking. That's the natural key to always check yourselves. Am I on the right path? Because the right path is there where your authenticity is welcomed fully with open arms, where your uniqueness is received fully with open arms, and when you don't have to change for anyone your true innermost authenticity, uniqueness, and your true soul values and principles. That's where your right path is, your right person is, your right environment is. And if it's any way, shape, or form underestimates that in you or diminishes that in you, that's what universe shows you. It's time to change environments, not yourself. You know, obviously, if we're not talking people that act from ego, that's not a story. But we are saying about embracing your authenticity, your authentic light that you were born to present here. So thank you everybody for listening. Really grateful. Ana Lucia, you keep repeating the same questions, but I replied to you a few times already. Are you human or are you bot? Are you like a AI? Because that starts feeling like AI. So very interesting. One of those days when there will be more familiar faces here, or familiar people in my chat, I will tell you more about my experience yesterday in more concrete ways if you're interested in that. Now I see that there's not many people there actually that I know. So if you, whoever's here, I don't see many people here. Thank you so much for your likes. I can do some. Yeah, Anna Maria, go back to this live stream and watch it from the beginning. Find where you started chatting and then listen to what I've told you already, okay? Yes, I've already told you in this live stream at the beginning, where you, that moment that you came to the chat, as well as in the previous live stream that you came to my live stream asking the same questions. I gave you a lot of tips, so please go back to those videos, okay? Thank you so much. God bless you, and I'm sending lots of love and healing power and blessing to your beloved son, Luis, Miguel, Rica, and Suarez. And remember, your thoughts, your words are powerful. What you think, what you feel emotionally, and what you believe, that you manifest. So support that with your positive affirmations and manifestations, and try to watch Louise Hay, okay? Louise Hay. Louise Hay. I don't know if you, oh, you may see it. Okay. That's a challenge. Yeah, Louise, hey. Try to write the mirror way. Yes, isn't it? It's very, very, very helpful, especially for people that fear those illnesses. She's really talking very deeply about it. Yes, do that, because this Louise Hay can help you, especially with this what you are fearing about. Okay, I really send a lot of love to your son, a lot of healing energy to your son. Genuinely, truly feeling, and don't be afraid. Okay, trust the divine unfolding. If it's not time, it's not. Uh, it's nothing to worry about. Okay. Before I go, because yesterday I was singing whole night, so my voice is not. My voice should be resting today. So I may come in the evening again, because we could do more live readings. Yeah, we all will pray for your son, dear Anna Lucia. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, Anna. Okay, don't worry. Don't think of the worst. Okay. Uh, I said that in previous lives, Anna Lucia. You can help your son maybe to heal some bitterness in him, because everything manifests from the mind. Yeah, 12222. So if we are storing too much bitterness, resentment, too much anger within us, or guilt, it can manifest in our bodies in similar ways. So universe usually guides us to integrate those and release them. More negative toxic energy we release, that way we release the toxic in our bodies. And I would also recommend detox, and to keep your body more alkaline, or your son's body more alkaline and less acidic. So don't eat, and do the research which foods and drinks are good for that. Don't eat acidic foods, and eat more fresh live food, more alkaline food. Yeah, fresh fruit, fresh vegetable as well is very, very good for that. Apricot seeds, very good. Yeah, these kind of diseases, uh, they don't like bitter. So bitter things like apricot seeds, or dandelion root tea. Dandelion root, uh, boil it a little bit, or let it simmer on, not on very high heat. Let it simmer for 20 minutes, and make a decoction. The drink it. It's very good for these things. They were proved to help reduce tumors and stuff. This is all out there on the internet. Yeah, I'm not a. I have to do these disclaimers. Yeah, because we live in the matrix. I'm not a medical official certificate, but I did my research, and I'm just sharing what I found out there, publicly already recognized. So if you want to take it, if you feel guided, you can try those. But I'm not saying, I don't know why. Okay, spiritual unity says maybe sweet baths. I'm trying to show it, but AI AI system hidden it for some reason. You see, that's why we're talking about some. It says another moderator handled it. That was AI, not another moderator, a human moderator. So everybody, would you like to have a reading? Would somebody would like to have a reading? Or are we gonna leave it up till evening? I'm gonna come back in the evening as well. I'm gonna rest a little bit because it was a very difficult day yesterday. And I'm not feeling 100%. But I wanted to speak about this Lionsgate because it was fresh, and it can be helpful for many people. So if nobody wants to have a reading, I cannot do health readings, but if nobody wants to have a, for instance, checkup. Oh, actually, let's do some, to leave you with something. You're very welcome, spiritual Kate. Okay, let's do, I feel guided to do quick divine connections reading. Okay, let's see where we stand. All the divine connections, collective energy. So let's go for love. What does the Lionsgate present us this time in our divine connections? I think that's a beautiful way to conclude this energy of collective Lionsgate energy. And we are listening 888 Hertz Lionsgate Portal 2026, manifest infinite wealth and abundance from Good Vibes Binaural Beats. It just came on YouTube on its own, so maybe that's what we meant to. So yes, let us manifest abundance. Abundance, not only financial. Wealth is not only financial, it's also spiritual wealth, spiritual abundance. It's also abundance of many forms, yeah? Gifts, knowledge, okay, serendipity, synchronicities, and meeting connections and all that. So it's not only one way. So beautiful. Angels, archangels, spirit guides, beautiful. Spirit of a Lionsgate energy. What are the currents, energies, wisdom for divine connections? Divine twin flames, soulmates, high level contracts, high love, higher love contracts. What is the divine masculine? Okay. And divine feminine current energies. What is their tests and lessons about themselves as well? And what is their mutual energy, wisdom and lessons that both of them are aligned with right now? Okay. Got a lot of cards coming. Okay, I'm gonna notice which fell kind of reversed, and we're gonna talk about them. So collective energy of divine connections, divine masculine, divine feminine. So okay, so what is Lionsgate presenting as collective divine connections energy is pretty much what we spoke about. But I see again in both divine masculine, even divine feminine, to see and experience the big picture, eagle view. Yeah, seeing it, seeing every challenge, every test, every experience from the higher perspective, as we spoke about. Yeah, follow your voice of your soul. So same with the divine connection. It's about transforming those shadow parts of self into the wisdom. Okay, to find the inner truth within ourselves, to find, to express and find their inner voice, and to let it be heard in its full authenticity, and let it present in its full authenticity. That is especially divine masculines. Okay, divine masculines, what your spirit guides and this Lionsgate energy truly teaching you now, to open yourself to this divine connection with your divine feminine, to let your guards down that are based on, they are built on uh, heartbreak and grief from past situations. Don't carry those past experiences as the grieving uh, bundle of pain into your present moment with your divine feminine, divine connection that actually has nothing to do with it. Okay, you need to find the discernment, divine masculines, when it's already unnecessary to keep carrying that big baggage of pain that you accumulated in past relationships, and to continue manifesting them into your present moment, to continue bringing them there. Okay, and to release the old that no longer is relevant to your present moment. Okay, rest and integrate what the all those painful experiences taught you. Okay, look at that from the higher perspective, the ego view. Okay, divine masculines, this is your energy. Open yourself for healing, Archangel Gabriel, to heal that grievances and those painful wounds from your painful experiences in past, whether you were dealing with certain types of feminines, karmic feminines that triggered in you something, or you repeated cycles of your what divine what karmic feminines presented to you, because it mirrored some fearful perceptions of coming from your childhood trauma. Okay, whether your fathers were treating women a wrong way, whether women in your parents' life played some kind of a role of okay, I see a scenario of father figures breaking the perspectives, children's perspectives about what woman is. Meaning, if they were, for instance, if their father, this is a scenario I've been presented in my vision, if the father was a cheater and was constantly cheating on your mother, and you experienced that cheating. Perhaps you were placed in the middle where father was secretly taking you as a young child to his lovers, and you could see the deception for your own eyes. You could hear how he talks about your mother behind her back, how he let's say, yeah, all this cheating scenario with the affair that you were secretly placed in front of, that could create in a whole level of another trauma. Okay, that could shape the little child's perception of women. Those women were stealing my father from my mother, and that could create incredible a wrong perception about feminine side, and that could create in childhood also that, let's say, if that child is a boy, that boy would naturally want to silence his inner divine feminine within him, because it's triggered by the external experience that he recognized in his cheating father, and being placed in front of environments where the father or the older members of the family males were treating those side chicks. Okay, then that would create a perception of, in that child's mind, especially when it's boy, that women's are not to be trusted, because those women's stole my father. But the truth is that father chose to deceive and betray their mother, and chose these kind of women by his free will. But the child couldn't understand it. The child could only see that those strangers are stealing my father. Hello, Sue, welcome. How are you? Heavy energies, isn't it? Yeah, hi, my dear. Lovely to see you. Or if that child is a female child and is presented by that deception that his father done, that female will take from it, I'm not gonna trust any man in future because those men will deceive me. I'm gonna be afraid to marry a man because he's gonna cheat on me by other women. So these traumas, okay, are still in you, divine masculines, in some way, shape or form, that you carrying with you, and therefore your karmic external situation of karmic women that you may have been always, and my nose is itching a lot, so it's a confirmation. They may still hold some inner anger within you that has to be healed. Archangel Gabriel is recognizing this and is there for you to heal it together. You need to realize the higher perspective of it, the higher picture, bigger picture of it. Where is this trauma coming from? What stage of life? And how can I transmute it into, as an alchemist, into the wisdom? Release it. Release that old idea of feminine that is holding you back, that is making you not to be in your full authenticity with your divine feminine. To recognize that divine feminine is not karmic feminine. Divine feminine operates, and I said in past live streams, operates on true values and principles. Okay? So recognize that that pain within you that you carry in, and heal that within you. Okay, find your own authenticity within you and present that to your divine feminine. Okay, and you will stop attracting those karmics, or stop entertaining those karmics. Okay, you need to stop entertaining those karmics and allow yourself to know that, okay, this is not who I truly am, and I no longer allow this in my life. Okay, so this is what the energy of divine masculines are. They're still going through this grievance, and they still have some work to do in the sector of their perception of feminines, realizing that the perception is no longer relevant to the new version of you masculines. So why to carry it into present moment? Okay, if you want to connect with your divine feminine, you need to heal that within you. And I hear, and stop putting her in the same box. She doesn't belong there. And we spoke about that in the Lion's Gate. Okay, your divine feminines had nothing to do with what happened in childhood. Yeah, these traumas, and this is what I'm channeling, could be different examples, but I was just taking examples to yeah. Or for instance, let's go into feminines. I feel that divine feminine already transmuted the childhood traumas. I don't see much of the grievance, but what I see is that there's still slight blockage in transformation between finding her true self and seeing the bigger picture. Okay, not diminishing herself because she's not yet fully seen by her divine masculine for who she truly is, not letting it to discourage herself from being in her full inner truth, in her full authentic self, not question her worth because she's not been seen yet fully through the real lenses, the right lenses by her divine masculine. I feel that the divine masculine still sees sometimes his divine feminine through the eyes of that trauma from childhood. I hear. Don't allow herself to be dragged into those doubts, okay, about yourselves, divine feminines. Trust your inner power. You know who you are. You know yourself the best in your authentic self. And if you honor it, I hear, if you honor your authenticity and your shine your light in your most authentic self, you will help heal that divine masculine's inner pain within him and allow him to see you, and through seeing you in your full light and your inner truth, without bending that for somebody else, even if it meant to be your divine masculine. And I see 144 it was 14447. So if you stand firmly in your own power, in your own authenticity, in your own light, in your own values and principles, in your own divine feminine, and you own it, your divine masculine receives that energy of your authenticity through telepathic connection as well through your heart connection, and it helps him to heal from within that wrong perception of female energies that he received perhaps from childhood trauma, seeing, let's say, his father cheating on his mother, or his father deceiving, or speaking bad about his mother in front of the child. Okay, so anything like that could have create a wrong idea about women or female energies, and that's why it feels that the divine masculine has guards up and finds it hard to trust, because until now he may have attracted his own wrong perceptions of feminines in actual external reality. So this is something deep that the divine masculine is going through right now, or is healing and integrating within. Hello Akshita, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. We will do personal readings in a few minutes, okay? This is the collective reading, so it may resonate for you too. So this is the connection between divine feminine, divine masculine, so divine connection, okay? What's the mutual energies for divine masculine, divine feminine connection? Where are you at this stage of life, okay? So your divine connections, divine masculines and feminines, your divine connection is very merged with your divine purpose, and that's naturally, you know, if you are twin flames, soulmates, whatever label you want to give it, it doesn't really matter, but the divine contracts of divine connections, okay? If you are feeling very divinely connected, which you cannot deny it, yeah, your talents are activated as well as your divine love within you. Your heart chakra, your solar plexus as well is very activated, because usually divine connections, when they unite, they continue the divine purpose together as a team. They complement each other in that purpose. One has something that the other doesn't, and together they merge it together. So they are meant to continue the divine purpose together, to merge their talents, to merge their knowledge, to merge all that they learned along the way together as a teamwork, as a teammates, as a divine feminine, divine masculine, yin and yang merging together, okay? Trusting those talents, trusting those knowledges, and all that you've accumulated along the way will all be important for that purpose that you both are meant to continue in your path. So this is not just a simple boyfriend girlfriend, a shallow, quick thing. This is a true alignment with your full authenticity and your full purpose. Yeah, and it will naturally escalate in positive progress if you allow it. If those fears and those grieving traumatic experiences will be released and healed, okay? You help each other heal those through the heart chord, through the telepathy. If you still not met in physical reality, physically. It all happens in 5D, meaning through the telepathy, through the divine connected heart chords. You exchanging constantly energetic waves, knowledge, the wisdom, the healing to each other. You naturally exchanging those energies between each other without even awareness. It's natural. So also the divine connection is very activated. It is already aligned. You both know are and are aware who is your divine connection, divine masculine, divine feminine. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, I repeat. And you came, masculines, you came as a hermit. You are now integrating all within, all those painful memories, or all those painful informations that need to be processed, your painful traumas. You're aware of them now. Yeah, that it comes from traumas from childhood, and that needs to be integrated and released. Okay, divine feminine, you came as an earth mother. You're the nurturing energy to your divine masculine. You make him feel safe, you make him feel comfortable, you make him feel seen, you make him feel loved, and that helps him to integrate this traumatic experiences within you. You have already integrated it within you, and now you are passing that on to your divine masculines and helping him integrating it within him. That's naturally happening between divine connections, that we are helping each other's heal. It's not that one or the other would be weaker or stronger. It's just the way it happens, because divine feminine is naturally connected through right brain, okay, right side of brain, which is the spirituality, emotions, okay, intuition. So divine feminine is aware of this divine connection much earlier than divine masculine. So when masculine comes into openness, energetic openness to awareness of that divine connection, then the natural flow of these healing energies passes from divine feminine's heart core to divine masculine's, okay, and it helps them naturally to connect. I'm gonna have to go. I'm actually hungry, so we're going to go soon. So beautiful energies, you truly nurturing him with your love, divine feminines. But you cannot walk the path for him, okay, and that's what is recognized here. Therefore you are standing, divine feminines, in your receptive way. You are now in the energy where you hold space for your divine masculine, but not walking the path for him. You can walk that path of healing with him, through supporting him, sending him unconditional love, and healing him through the heart core. But divine masculine has to walk this path on his own of this healing, meaning that you are aware that you cannot really chase, which you normally don't do. You're not in karmic energy anymore to chase, and if you were in your lower self energy, it's already integrated and a long time, so you no longer support that and no longer meant to support it, okay, divine feminines. Divine masculines is going through this inner work right now, integrating all that, and you holding space in love for him, which is beautiful. So beautiful energies for the Lion's Gate. Again, courage, visibility, self recognition, discernment and sovereignty as the main Lionsgate, wisdom and focus. So I hope you enjoyed this collective energy. Okay, I will do a reading for Akshita and then I'm gonna go, okay? It resonates 100%, yes. Okay, that's great. So Akshita, are you here? Dear Sue, where did you go? Now I'm gonna make myself perhaps some spaghetti. It's my favorite food. Akshita, are you here? Who is here that would like to have a reading? I do one reading, maximum 2 readings, and then I'm gonna go. Sue, you here? Would you like to have a reading there, Sue? Today, how are you feeling this Lionsgate? Oh, we have to speak on Discord, my dear, if you have time. I need to tell you what happened yesterday. My gig. So what's your question, Akshita? What is your question, Akshita? Let me connect to your herself. Archangel Michael is here to protect this beautiful sacred space. Okay, so let's see. This is not prediction, Akshita. This is reading your current energetic timeline that you're currently created for your own self, okay? These are the energies. So we're just looking into, peeking into the energetic flow. It's not predictions. So the current focus is to embrace this alone time, your single time of being the biggest, or not biggest, but most authentic light, and to let it shine. So this is the, I hear this is for you a period of simmering your own light and anchoring yourself in your own being before you can be aligned with some masculine energy. The connection at the moment with potential, I assume that you don't have anybody concrete yet. Hello, smart boy, welcome to our channel. If you still don't have anybody in mind, which I don't see any particular man, it's because at this period of time, it's the time, and the listen to the collective that I just did before you, because that's where it's very similar. The reading is very similar. You are now in the singlehood era, because you are meant to discover your own light, and that's why the Lionsgate is very important for you. So you may even listen to the entire video today about the Lionsgate energies. You are meant to first spread your wings in your own light and to find your own authentic self. When you find your own authentic self and your passion, where is your passion? Heal all the residue of past traumas again. Look at those lessons from the higher perspective of your higher learning, what you've learned from these situations, to honor that within you. Okay, be open to healing first, yeah, then ignite those passions for yourself first. You need to first love yourself, okay, for being able to align with your divine masculine or divine partner. You need to first align with your own self-love, and it means everyone is that, okay, because if we don't appreciate and don't love ourselves, even our shadows and everything that we are, and don't accept that we too are learning, we cannot attract the proper counterpart, okay. So you are going through this period at the moment, Akshita, to spread your wings and shine your light, okay, to shine your light. Look, you see, that's connecting. You are spreading your wings so you can soar in your full light. That's your lower self, that's your higher self. Yeah, dear smart boy, I'm not actually saying my concrete country for safety reasons and past experiences of trolls. So I'm sorry, I'm from Europe. Yes, I'm from Europe. I'm around the Central to Eastern European countries at this moment, but I'm not going to say where exactly, but welcome. Sakshika, does it resonate? You need to find your own gifts first. You need to first honor and appreciate yourself in your full authentic self. No masks, no pretense, no diminishing yourself for another man or another masculines. If you are feminine, okay? And connect to your authentic self, to your passion. Understand what the previous experiences were teaching you. What did you learn about yourself? Embrace it, accept it, that it happened. Move forward into your full inner light. Fully embrace your passions that are aligned with your soul. And as soon as you shine in your own light, you will attract that same alignment of the counterparts. Yeah? If you don't do that, you are risking another cycle of karmic energies that you wouldn't like, I'm sure. Yeah, unfortunately, me having the channel, that's the only way I can protect myself, dear smart boy. So that's the reason. Okay. Thank you for understanding. Okay, so that's what I see. So rest, enjoy yourself. You're not alone. You have your spirit guides around you. Okay, don't have your guards up too much. Okay, integrate all the wisdom that you've get and accumulated along the time. And this is not a time for a partnership, uh, but it's a blessing in disguise. It's for your own recognition of yourself, and this Lionsgate is perfect for it. Okay, thank you so much, Rakshita. I'm gonna take maybe one or two quick questions. Sue, are you here as well for reading, dear Sue? Very good that my live stream showed up. So you were guided here by divine realm and your spirit guides, smart boy. That is nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, Atira. Welcome. Okay, so Atira has a question. Smart boy, I don't know. I cannot really guess your name, your country name. I can just throw something on. India. I was thinking Asia, but I wasn't. I wouldn't go. I felt Asia, but I didn't know which country. So I was close. We've spoken before, yeah, ages ago. I cannot remember everyone, but I remember a smart boy. I've heard it before, so yes. Okay, so that Gemini feelings for me, Pisces. Will he marry me? Okay, guys. If you, I need to say it, everyone. If you asking, will you, will he, will I? It feels like you expecting prediction, but the actual um, psychic energetic readings are energy, so it's not prediction. You will or you will not. It all depends on your free will, and we can only read your energetic timeline currently that you are aligned, because there's billions and billions and billions and trillions and not even possible to measure versions, okay, of realities with you in it. So it can be predicted. uh, Imagine the net of different lines, yeah, like in Matrix, and each decision that you take every day can put you straight away, like a, imagine billions of train trails, and you are riding your own individual train, and each decision of your mind creates, it creates the journey. So we are just reading into the most probabilities of your strongest energetic timeline uh, that you've been creating for yourselves. Okay. Smart boy, after Akshira, I can take you, okay? So, you also India. Yeah, I've noticed I have many Indian followers and subscribers, and I'm happy for to see that. Thank you. Hello to India. And I hope one day I will be able to visit India, because I love different cultures, and I've met many Indian people and some friends as well in Ireland. So I I like Indian people. So yeah, perfect. So anyways, let's go for it. So sorry, I said Akshira, I meant Atira. So Atira, we are on your reading right now, okay? So it's not a predictions, I said. So let's see the energies. Z, Gemini, and you, Pisces. So it's Z, current energies of Z, and you, and your mutual energy right now. Okay. So what I feel at this moment, there's still uh, the Z. Okay, so when I read the energy of a Z, there's, I'm gonna say they because I don't know if Z is he or she, okay, and I don't know if you are he or she, so I'm gonna say they. So we are on the Z or Z. Americans say Z now. So Z. I feel that they're going through still not fully in their truth. Okay, there is a deception energy around them, so perhaps um, they're not fully in their truth about themselves. They are trying to figure out what do they actually want in their life. There's a energy of releasing the X and moving a new direction. Whether you are the X or you are the new direction, you need to have that discernment because you know your you are the girl, okay. You know your connection with the Z. Okay, if you are X, if you broke up right now, then there is his um on his side, his energy is more like he is traveling away or he's moving away from that deception with that X, whether it is you or not. Okay, you have to go, Kate. Oh, good night, dear Kate. Thank you so much for being here with us, and love and light to you as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye, Kate. So I'm happy to see you still. So, Atira, uh, you have to have the discernment if you are the ex-partner or that you broke up together, or if he has some kind of ex-partner or ex-karmic situations that he's still processing mentally. Okay, moving from the direction. To be able perhaps to uh, reconnect with you. But what I feel that this reading is more about harnessing your own strength, your own self, fully get into your divine feminine, okay, and make peace with yourself and with situation at the moment, okay. He's going to drop in a lot of masks and pretenses within him, perhaps dealing with his own ego. I feel that he's unleashing his true potential wild within. Perhaps he had been, I hear, in very strict direct cultural upbringing that were kind of like messing up with his own perception, and he has to move away from all these I hear preconceived ideas about life and love, to be able to find his true self, true authentic values and principles that he truly believes, and he's not manipulated by his parents, by the culture, by the society, by the standards of whatever matrix offered to him in his life. He's going to I hear masks are dropping off. He's releasing all perceptions about a even his exes, perhaps that he was falsely thinking of how the connections may be, how like perhaps even attracting wrong types of people And first he needs to heal that within him and integrate it within him before universe allows him towards you, because you are already in your divine self, you are already making peace with yourself, you have already shifted to a higher timeline where you are already operating from your divine feminine, you are nurturing, you are coming to your own potential, you have already shifted a perception, but he still operates on his ego, so you are not in balance, you are not in a full alignment, you are not in the same timeline. You are the new direction. Perfect. So switch the roles wherever you feel you are, yeah? So I hear that this is divinely protected, but you're also divinely protected, okay? And that this requires alignment. So one of you needs to still go through this ego death, as they say, and this false masks have to go. You need to one of you needs to fall into that full potential of authenticity and not allowing your ego or the wrong perceptions of life and uh, love created by adults that were raising you, okay, or not allowing conventionalities of cultural differences or whatever religious differences or whatever manipulation was happening during your bringings to actually affect your authentic self and your connections. So if that is the new direction, then your universe is guiding you to that new direction to become your full self, because that person is not ready to embrace you on your level, on your high level. So he is still seeking and sieving through his ego. Yeah, you can see it here, like he has many masks and he always puts different masks but doesn't approach you ever in his authenticity. He's only learning it. You are not equally balanced at this moment. We cannot say in future if there will be potential for the two of you, but at this moment this person is really going through ego that and alignment with his true. There is still the physical attraction between you, it's undeniable, but it would still only be physical attraction but no substance. If that is something that you want to entertain, it's up to you, but it needs to be met with authenticity if that should move forwards in some more substantial connection. It is divinely connected, perhaps there is a potential, but he needs to come to his inner truth first. He needs to align, he needs to meet you at your level. That's what I see, and that can take time. So just embrace yourself, be in your full self, and then don't force anything on him, because more you force your higher level of perception on him, more he's going to back up. You know, he needs to come to it on his own. That's what I feel. Okay, thank you so much for putting trust in me, and focus on your divine feminine energy, shine your light, focus on developing your own path, and when the time is right, and if you are meant to be, he needs to meet you at your place, meaning in energetic, at your level. Okay, don't put yourself down on his level. He needs to meet you at yours. That's why here. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah, it's all immature masculine energy, giving hints only. Yeah, subtle hints only. He wants you to do the work for him. He wants you to walk his path for him, but that's not what divine connections are. They are meant to teach each other, to walk and take responsibility and be accountable for their own ego actions and integrate that into full authenticity and then meet you at that level. Okay, thank you so much for your likes and hearts. I see them. Sending heart to you as well. Okay, I'm gonna do smart boy and then I'm gonna go, okay? No more people. I'm gonna take no more people. Okay, smart boy, so let's move forward to you. Please, divine angels, please. Yes, you're next, smart boy. Sometimes daily, sometimes I have to take some time for myself, so not strictly every day. But that lately, quite often, and it happens to be every day, yes. Except for times when I'm busy, I have gigs or whatever else. Okay, what's your question? You deleted a couple messages. I cannot go any further. So could you please repeat the question, dear smart boy? Okay. Try to avoid will I or will you because it's not predictions. 222 right there. Hello, babe. Welcome to my channel. Okay. Okay, dear Sue. Let's chat tonight. Just text me directly on my Discord and I'll be around, okay? Okay, take care, my dear. Take care, girl. Good luck, okay? Have fun. Have a good day, dear Sue. Okay, what's coming to your life? Perfect. Okay, we received straight away. So, smart boy. First of all, what I see, I feel drawn to this reversed protection guardian card. Drop your shield. So I feel that it feels that your guards were up for a long time. And now you're coming into energy where you slowly dropping your shields, which is good. Okay. Your energy at the moment feels that you are taking charge with authority of your life, wherever you were heading to, wherever you've been heading to. Your spirit guides are guiding you to not try to look at your future life in limited perception of what you know, but allow space for the unknown to unfold. Yeah, and also set some goals for yourself higher than your limited perception may allow you. Wish for your dreams, no matter how big they are. Don't limit those dreams by your limited perception, I hear, okay? Hold space for those dreams to evolve and let the unknown, the source, okay, to take care of the rest. Put affirmations out there to universe, okay? I wish to do this, I wish to experience that, I wish to become this, or I wish to do this, and I leave up to you, universe or source or God, yeah, how it is done. I'm opening myself to infinite possibilities, and I'm not limited with my limited perception, with my limited mind. Any possibilities, I'm allowing whatever possibilities my dream will come towards me. That's what I'm allowing to, without insistence of any outcome, because our lower mind are not aware what possibilities there are for us. written for us, or universe is has infinite possibilities how to bring that dream towards us if we are aligned to it. So your job is in this manifestation to truly believe in your dreams, to feel those dreams as if they were already here for you. Okay, whatever you wish, it cannot intervene in free will of another person. Okay, you always have to stay within the free will of yourself and not trying to intervene in free will of another. Okay, it's not going to work if you try to intervene in the free will of another. You need to always set affirmations that don't sabotage or don't intervene in free will of another living being. And you can ask if it's meant to be. And there is Colette, can you see me live? That's great. Thank you, my dear. Just read your WhatsApp. Hello, my dear. So set your sight higher. Set your dreams, your plans, your passion. Okay, don't be afraid to dream big. And hold space for the universe, God and source, divine source, to create that environment for you with deep confidence, to believe that you are worthy of those dreams. You are worthy of it. Yeah, you deserve them. Don't limit yourself with any negativity. Take charge with authority. Take actions to go halfway towards those dreams. So you need to take some initiative as well for yourself in a physical reality, and drop the shields from not from allow. Yeah, drop those shields to allow universe to work in perfect ways under grace for whatever you try to achieve. Okay, whatever you try to go forward. What could be regarding to? Could be love connections. Okay, could be regarding to yeah, okay, regarding to love connection, perhaps. Just if you are interested in anybody concrete, just take this connection to more at this moment to more unconditional way. Okay, and those shields that you meant to drop are around your heart. You've put on some guards, and guards up in your love matters. Your heart chakra is blocked, and you need to heal and open your heart chakra by trusting that the history is not going to repeat unless you allow it to come into repeating cycle mode, which we do if we don't drop the baggage of past and we carry it into our present moment, and we believe that what happened to us in past is going to definitely happen in now. Yeah, just because our ego is expecting that doesn't mean it's going to happen. We need to release that ego. Okay, we need to release the belief that everything's gonna repeat and I don't trust, and you need to drop those shields. Basically, it's blocking your blessings. Okay, and just flow with it. You need to trust that you deserve the perfect alignment, but also you need to work on your alignment too, dropping those negative beliefs about love that you carry. Only you know which. Okay, that's what I see. I'm gonna do a quick one for Bay, and then I'm going. Everyone, okay? Bay, I cannot predict if you become pregnant. As I said, and as always say, we are reading energy, so the most likely possibility of you become pregnant. Okay? And what your spirit guides are guiding you to open that channel of pregnancy for you. Okay, we must remember one thing I hear. Okay, the energy has to flow, and we must remember that us as spirits, you're very welcome, smart boy, welcome. Thank you. We as spirits, before we incarnate to another life, we choose the parents. I repeat, the children choose the parents, and they choose the timing for that. If it's not the perfect timing for that spirit that it's supposed to come into your life in form of your child, if it's not their divine timing yet, you cannot control it from here. Your frustrations, I hear, your desperations energies that only block in the divine flow. If you desperately want to become pregnant, and you operate from energy of fear of not becoming pregnant, fear of losing, fear of all kinds of fear-based thoughts, you're blocking the divine flow for that spirit to enter through you. So this is the most important to know about it, okay? You are divinely protected and you are in divine connection. There is no question about it. You are you already in a relationship, babe? Do you already have your divine counterpart, divine masculine? I see 111. Have you got a divine counterpart right now that you are in relationship, babe? Okay, there's this guy. Okay. I'm asking because I want to discern whether this high priest energy is energy or whether it is not. I feel strongly that it was energy of you. What I mean with this, first of all, you need to create a healthy environment for that to happen. Second, you need to calm your energy of desperation or impatience regarding to it, and manifest this connection by opening your heart chakra to welcome any spirit soul to enter through you. You need to create a healthy environment first. Those spirits, remember, the child chooses the parents from the other side before incarnates here. So they see your energy signatures. They see your vibration. And if your vibration aligns with what that spirit chose to experience in this life, then they choose you as a parent, as a tunnel through which they will experience that life and the lessons and the blessings that they chose to experience. So you must prepare the ground, okay, the energetic ground to it. So meaning, get fully into your true authenticity, intent and create from the safe space, safe place of grace, and gracefully move those energies with the new meaning. Don't act from desperation. Don't act from fear that you're never gonna have babies. Don't act from I want it now, impatience. Don't act from those negative energies because you're blocking the flow of that divine tunnel to create that life. You are divinely protected, and when you are fully aligned in those energies, you will be aligned with the divine connection, with your divine masculine. Try not to seek them in every person that you meet. because of energy of desperation to have a baby now. Let it unfold naturally. Believe that you are ready. Say to your universe, I am ready for the child, not out of desperation. Again, you need to have that awareness of what place in you are approaching this. If you catch yourself that you are approaching this manifestation from any place of negative ego, meaning fears, doubts, desperation, impatience, yeah, any mentality of lack, it's blocking the connection. You need to truly work on your inner peace before you can invite a new child, new energy into your life. Those children, remember, they see your energy from the other side. They're looking at screen, they're sensing energies when they're choosing the parents. So you need to align with energy that you trust, that you deserve love. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in your that you already are worthy of having a divine connection. You believe in that and move in grace. If you have anybody around you that is interested in you or you're interested in him, let's see about that. Anybody interested in her? Yeah, it feels that there could be somebody around you has a passion and romantic feelings for you, and I feel that it could be reciprocation, that both of you feel the same. If there is somebody that you feel passion and romantic feelings for and it's mutual, it could be that connection. And also you need to you had a dream you had a baby with him, but you were not together. He's the one that wants to be with me and wants to have a family. But I don't think I'm ready for the relationship. Yes, he's been after me for 13 years. Oh, I remember you. You are 31, he's 50. I don't see any problems in that. Age is not relevant in divine connections. This connection seems to be divine, okay? If for some reason you are refusing it, do you genuinely, okay, I ask you a question. If you genuinely check yourself, okay, deeply, without your ego trying to intervene with all denial and refusal, and I don't want this because you have some certain rules about life, okay, which are not relevant, honestly, in divine connections. You shouldn't think of things like that, but more like, how do you feel when he's around? How do you feel close to his presence? How do your souls interact when you are next to each other? What do you feel deeply within you, beyond your ego and your thoughts and your rules and your standards, whatever you've created for yourself? What do you truly feel deep within when you are around him? That's important. Do you feel attraction to him, but you deny it with you because you have some rules? You don't feel anything. That's the important thing. If you don't feel anything to him at all, it's not him. If you don't feel anything and he's just chasing you, but you truly honestly know and you truly honestly are true to yourself and you know you don't feel anything with him, then don't force it. It's not him. somebody else will come to your life. Okay? We are women. We have a deep intuition. We just cannot let our logical minds intervene. Oh, he's this, he's that, and I don't. My rule is I never date older guys. Oh, my rule is I never date Buddhists. Or my rule is I never date people from another country. Or the rule. Yeah, forget the rules. If you stripped this connection out of all the rules that you set for yourselves, if there is no love in it, or if there is no attraction in it, if there is nothing there, that is not that person. Your divine masculine is already, I can see him in cards, your divine masculine is already in your energetic field, in your 5th D field. It's just waiting, that energy is waiting to be aligned, but you need to meet it halfway by becoming your full authentic self. Remember, divine connections will be separated by universe all the time, as long as one or both, especially both of them, align with their authentic selves. That's the divine rule. You need to be authentic to be aligned with your divine counterpart, your divine connection. So your divine connection is already in the picture, energetically. If you don't feel it for that guy that you're talking about, distance from that connection so that you have space, energetic space, to meet your true divine counterpart. But you need to create boundaries, and you need to create the true cutting cord situation there, and be truly, firmly sure of yourself, and say it loud to that person and to the universe if you truly don't feel it. Okay? Hello dear Lilith, welcome to my channel. Yeah, it's been good. How are you doing? So that's why I feel babe. Okay, so work on your own self alignment at the moment, and then everything will come into place. Guys, I have to go. Oh, I don't feel well right now. It's one of those days that basically, you're very welcome, babe. I wish you all the best, and thank you for putting trust in me. Dear Lilith, if you needed the reading, I hope you will come in the evening or at night. I'm gonna do another wave of readings, but at the moment I'm just about to leave. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here and listen to the Lionsgate from the beginning of this video. And I'll speak to you maybe this evening at night. Gonna try to come again for another time zones, people. So that we can reach entire world and not only one part of the world and another one is sleeping. So we're going to shift it 244. Okay, I've got to go. Oh my goodness, I have to go now. So oh, lovely. Pop in later on if you wish. Okay, we'll be happy to see you. Take care. Have a beautiful one, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll speak to you next time. Namaste. Bye.